Eagles. Let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for letting the team travel here safely. Please let everyone play well and glorify you in all they do. In your name I pray, amen. Now for the starting lineup for the away team. Batting first, playing center field, number 1, Ty King Richards. Batting second, playing shortstop, number 2, Tim O'Shaw. Batting third, playing first base, number 6, Quentin Bent. Batting fourth, DH, number 12, Julio Justo. Batting fifth, playing left field, number 27, Jared Jones. Batting sixth, playing catcher, number 28, Connor Ewing. Batting seventh, playing right field, number 5, Devin Patrick. Batting eighth, playing third base, number 14, Sawyer Price. Batting ninth, playing second base, number 10, DJ Ludwig. Pitching number 11, Aaron Bennett. Now for your Eagles. Batting first, playing left field, number 8, Sammy Coffrin. Batting second, playing catcher, number 22, Jorman Almodovar. Batting third, playing third base, number 7, Nick Macedon. Batting fourth, designated hitter, number 33, Caleb Albritton. Batting fifth, playing second base, number 13, Christian Draper. Batting sixth, playing first base, number 23, Danny Rosario. Batting seventh, playing right field, number 30, Tommy Simpson. Batting eighth, playing shortstop, number 24, Carlos Sanchez. Batting ninth, playing center field, number 4, Brian Lopez. Pitching number 12, Austin Hillier. Please stand for the national anthem and remove your cap.
Well, looks like we're enjoying the radio in progress. That's okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Trinity Baptist College, the home of the Eagles, as we are getting ready for the first of 3 between TBC and the Warriors of Southern Wesleyan University. Hello again, everybody. I'm Ray Bureau, Dean Bureau, our cameraman, as always, here on YouTube Live. And once we hit 7 o'clock, we will also join WTRJ Radio in Jacksonville, Florida, for another dual broadcast here for Trinity Baptist College Eagles baseball. This time we are bringing all 3 of this weekend series ball games here to you on YouTube Live. Tomorrow afternoon, the Eagles and the Warriors hit the field at high noon for 2 7 games in the doubleheader. 7-inning games, that is. And we will have both of those for you as well here on YouTube, TBC Eagles. Batting order for the Warriors, in case you missed it, number 1, center fielder Ty King Richards leads off. Batting second, number 2, Timo Shao. He is playing third base. Batting third, the first baseman wearing number 6, Quentin Bent. The DH is the cleanup man. He wears number 12. That's Julio Justo. Batting fifth in left field, wearing number 27, is Jared Jones. Batting sixth, the catcher, number 28, Connor Ewing. Batting seventh in right field, number 5, Devin Patrick. Batting eighth at third base, number 14, Sawyer Price. And batting ninth at second base, number 10, DJ Ludwig. So I do have a mistake here. Shimao. He is the shortstop. I had him written down at third base. So it is Timo Shao, the shortstop for the Warriors. Round the defense for the Eagles in left field, Sammy Coffrin. Center field, Brian Lopez, and Tommy Simpson is in right. Third baseman is Nick Macadon. Christian Draper is playing second base. Shortstop is Carlos Sanchez, and Danny Rosario getting the start at first. Jordan Almodovar is behind the plate, and he will be catching right-hander Austin Hillier. And this ball game is just about ready to get underway. Leading things off will be the center fielder, Ty King Richards. Hillier is making his third start, 7.2 total innings so far. 7 runs, 6 of them earned, and he is ready with the first pitch, and this ball game is underway with a fastball right down the middle. So no balls and a strike. Glad to have you joining us here on YouTube. In about 5 minutes, our radio audience will also join us here for tonight's ball game. There's another fastball that is on the outside corner. Count now, no balls and 2 strikes. Warriors, no wins, 3 losses so far on the season. They have played Claflin in Florence, South Carolina, and at Francis Marion twice. Coming off a loss 13-7 to Francis Marion. Here is the 0-2, and this one is fouled straight back. Warriors got started on February 1st. Lost to Claflin 13-12. Had a tough time with Francis Marion, 11-1 on February 1st and 13-7 last Saturday. Eagles, no wins and 6 losses so far on the young season. They have played Florida National University and Florida Memorial University. Here's the 0-2. High pop foul, out of play once again. Eagles bats woke up in last Saturday's doubleheader against the Lions. They got a bunch of hits, scored a total of 10 runs. However, Florida Memorial was able to shut them down as they tried to rally from behind in both those ball games. Hillier winding up, takes a long look, and now again, here comes the 0-2. It is swung on and missed. He struck him out. So Hillier strikes out the first man of the ball game. 1 away, base is empty. Here comes the shortstop, Timo Shao. Shao 3 for 10 so far on the season. He's also walked 5 times, so he's been on base at a .533 clip through the Warriors' first 3 ball games. Hillier struck out his first man. Here's the first pitch, and it is up and away for ball 1. Ty King Richards 2 for 14 coming into tonight's play, now 2 out of 15. Check that, 5 out of 14. I read the wrong column. 357 coming into tonight's play. 1 ball, no strikes. Hillier winds and delivers, swing, and a foul tip right into the catcher's mitt. Ball game just underway. We want to thank Coach Mike Gillespie for allowing us to move the game to 7 p.m. for our radio listener audience, which is coming up in just a couple of moments. So you might hear me pause while the radio intro plays, and then welcome everybody once again. There's a ground ball to second, and the play is made from Draper to Rosario, and that is out number 2.
Up to bat, number 6,
Quentin Bent, the first baseman, batting third. 2 outs, base is empty. Hillier's had a pretty good start here in the first inning. Struck out the first man he faced, got a ground ball from Timo Shao for out number 2. He takes a long look in, taking his time, making sure of the signs. Here's a first pitch. It is a high fastball, stays upstairs just a little bit too much. Jordan Almodovar getting the start behind the plate. We'll probably see both Almodovar and Daniel Burnside work the plate tomorrow in the doubleheader. 1 ball, no strikes. And that is a strike right down the middle. So a count of 1-1. Now we're going to welcome in our radio audience on WTRJ Jacksonville, FM 91.7 The Truth. Here is the 1-1 from Hillier. It is swing and a miss. That is strike 2. Hillier ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Welcome to our radio audience on FM 91.7 The Truth and www.ilovethetruth.com. We are double broadcasting once again the video on YouTube Live, TBC Eagles, and the audio right here on The Truth. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So welcome once again to our radio audience, WTRJ Jacksonville, FM 91.7 The Truth. Austin Hillier got the first 2 men. We'll catch you up on what happened once we get an opportunity. Here's a 2-2, swing and a miss. He struck him out. That ends the inning. Hillier strikes out the first man and the third, and a ground ball to second is sandwiched in between. So after a half inning of play, we have no score. And again, welcome to all of our viewers on YouTube, TBC Eagles, and our radio listeners on WTRJ FM 91.7 The Truth. I'm Ray Bureau bringing you the play-by-play. Our YouTube cameraman is my son, Dean. And we're glad to be here once again. This is an absolutely gorgeous Friday night here on the west side of Jacksonville. Temperatures in the low to mid 70s, a gentle breeze blowing out towards right field. Still going to have to hit the ball pretty well. It's not that hard of a breeze, but it is feeling very pleasant. No rain in the forecast. And WJXT Channel 4 says expect temperatures to end up in about the mid-60s by the end of this ball game. For the Eagles, coming up in the bottom of the first, here's the batting order. Left fielder Sammy Coffrin leads things off. Catcher Jordan Almodovar will bat second. Third baseman Nick Macadon, he's playing third base, batting third. Cleanup man is the DH Caleb Albritton. Kristen Draper's at second base, batting fifth. Dana Rosario playing first base. He will bat sixth. Batting seventh in right field is Tommy Simpson. The shortstop Carlos Sanchez is batting eighth. And Brian Lopez is in center field. He is batting ninth. And they are going to face, for the Warriors, number 11, Aaron Bennett. The sophomore right-hander has pitched 6 innings so far this season. He has allowed 2 runs, both of them earned, on 6 hits. And he's about ready to take on the NCCAA South Region Trinity Baptist College Eagles and Southern Wesleyan University, members of the NCCAA and a dual affiliation with NCAA Division II. Jared Jones, he's in left field for the Warriors. Ty King Richards is in center. Right fielder is Devin Patrick. And around the infield, Sawyer Price is the third baseman. The shortstop, Timo Schau. Playing second base, DJ Ludwig. Quentin Bent at first base. Connor Ewing behind the plate. And Aaron Bennett on the mound for the Warriors. The first man he will face, Sammy Coffrin, one of our many young faces here on this ball club. Coffrin digs in. Here is the first pitch, and he takes a fastball inside. Bottom of the first now underway. Coffrin hitting over 300 so far in 6 ball games, 4 for 13. He's also scored 3 times as well. Leadoff man here tonight, 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch is a fastball. Had some good sinking action to it, and the count is even at 1-1. Bennett is ready. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch is chopped right back to the box. Bennett comes in front of the mound. Fields makes a good throw to first base for out number 1. Had a little wind gust blow my papers around just a little bit. Everything's all right. Didn't get away from me.
Up to bat, number
just
22,
regroup
Jordan Almodovar.
and play ball. Jordan Almodovar, the Eagles catcher, batting second. Almodovar in 12 official at-bats, has a couple of hits. He's also walked 4 times, so his on-base percentage very good at .375 through the first 6 ball games. Bases empty, 1 out. Bennett winds and delivers. Fastball lifted high towards left field, but that is going right into the glove of Jared Jones for out number 2.
Now batting number 7.
Well hit, but out. That's been the story for the Eagles through most of these first 6 ball games. They have really made very good contact. A lot of those balls keep finding their way into some fielder's glove, however, but keep swinging the bats. Those balls will fall down eventually. Nick McAdon, the Eagles' third baseman, steps in. Here's a first pitch from Bennett, a fastball, low and outside corner, right at the knees for strike 1. McAdon has hit the ball awfully hard so far this season. .316 coming in, 4 runs batted in. Here's a pitch. This one is chopped hard foul down the left side. Bennett now ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. McAdon is 6 out of 19, but even most of his outs have been scorched. He's also 2 for 2 in the stolen base department, and he has scored 3 times. Down in the count, however, no balls, 2 strikes. Bennett takes a long look, and the right-hander winds and delivers a fastball bouncer towards second. That will be fielded cleanly, and Ludwig makes a good throw to first to retire the side. So both offensive go down 1, 2, 3 in the first inning. After 1, we have no score. We'll be back in 60 seconds on our radio feed here on the Eagles Radio Network. We go to the top of the second in the heart of the batting order, due up for the Warriors. Julio Justo, Jared Jones, and Connor Ewing. Trinity Baptist College women's basketball is playing right now at Pensacola Christian College in a big South Region matchup. Pensacola leads 29-26 with about 2:35 left in the second quarter. That is a huge South Region matchup. Pensacola Christian, one of the top-rated teams in all of NCCAA women's basketball. The gentlemen are scheduled to start at 8:30. We'll try to keep an eye on both of those ball games as we enjoy baseball right in front of us. Leading off, Julio Justo, the designated hitter. First pitch from Hillier is slapped hard into left field on the ground, and that's a leadoff single for Justo. 1 pitch, 1 hit, runner at first, 1 man out. I didn't even get a chance to see what Justo has done so far this season. That is already his 6th hit in 10 at-bats, couple of doubles and 3 walks. In addition, he has struck out only 1 time, so Justo off to a terrific start. Now batting an even .600 and well over .620 on base percentage. I remember some of these names from when the Warriors were here last year. Here's Hillier working from the stretch. First pitch fastball on the outside corner. Best memory of that 3-game series last year. Now assistant coach, then senior Matt Carter hit 3 home runs in the Saturday afternoon doubleheader. Matt Carter probably wishes he could grab a bat once again here this weekend. No balls and a strike. Hillier working from the stretch and a pitch. Fastball that misses up and away. Matt Carter, David Hall, John Shiver, 3 of the 7 seniors who graduated last year. They are now assistant coaches for Mr. John Copeland, who is in his 5th season at the helm. He's worked all 5 seasons that Trinity baseball has existed. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hillier from the stretch, another high fastball upstairs. Almodovar had to come up out of the crouch to make the catch and keep Justo at first base. Pretty good speed, even though that is the cleanup man. Justo, I remember him from last year with very good speed. He can run. Don't let the spot in the batting order fool you. Now time called. Jared Jones, a left fielder at the plate. So far this season, 2 for 7 on the young season with a double. Here is the first pitch, and it's a strike call. Well, not the first pitch. That's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Neither team has hit a home run so far this season. Hillier looking to keep it that way tonight for the opposition. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hillier from the stretch. Justo, a modest lead off first. The pitch and a swing and a foul tip into the mitt. That is strike 3. So already that is 3 strikeouts for Austin Hillier, the sophomore.
Now batting number 28, Connor Ewing.
Connor Ewing, the catcher and number 6 hitter for the Warriors, steps in. Ewing checks in tonight's ball game, hitting .250, 2 out of 8. He's walked once, punched out a couple of times. Has a runner at first with 1 man out. Hillier again, a long look in from the stretch, and the first pitch is downstairs, a sinker. Ewing was able to hold off. So 1 ball, no strikes. Lady Eagles now trailing Pensacola 35-30, about 47 seconds left in the first half. Eagles have really played some good basketball, had a couple of tough losses. That throw to first gets away, and Justo is going to run to second, take a big turn, and he's on his way to third and puts on the brakes. There's a play back at second. It is not in time. Kristen Draper, the shortstop, got over and made the cutoff and almost picked off Justo, who rounded too far around the bag in the middle of the infield. It looked like the throw beat the runner, but Justo got his hand in the back of the bag and avoided the tag. A nice job of base running. That'll be an error on the pitcher, Austin Hillier, to allow the runner to advance. 1 ball, no strikes. That was a pickoff attempt. Ewing now with an opportunity to drive in the game's first run. Here is the pitch, a fastball that misses up high for ball 1.
We got Connor play places with them out there now.
Eagles basketball finishes up next week. We told you the gentlemen will play Pensacola Christian at 8:30 Eastern Time, 7:30 Central in Pensacola. Tell you the rest of that schedule in just a moment. Here's a pitch and a fastball that's fouled back out of play. 2 balls and a strike. Both the women and the men play Trinity College of Florida at home this coming Tuesday. The women tip off at 5, the gentlemen at 7, and the regular season comes to an end on Valentine's Day, 5 and 7, women-men doubleheader against Johnson University of Florida, and then both South Region tournaments are next week afterwards. Swing and a miss, that's a foul tip, and strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. 1 hit and a runner at second base. That is Julio Justo, who so far has the game's only knock. Trinity Baptist men's basketball, the highest power rating in the South Region to this point. Here is the 2-2 from Hillier, a breaking ball called strike 3. Ewing pulled off, didn't like the call, but that is already the 4th strikeout for Austin Hillier. So 2 down now with a runner at second base. That was a big out to get because now Hillier has a chance to get out of the inning without a run scoring. Left-hand hitting left fielder Devin Patrick steps in for Southern Wesleyan. He is 2 for 12 so far. Punched out about 4 times. All 4 infielders back looking to knock this one down, keep it on the infield, try to get that out. First pitch fastball catches the outside corner. Outfield straight away in all three positions. Again, it is Coffrin in left, Lopez in center, and Tommy Simpson in right. We've seen Ryan Brooks out there. First 6 ball games, Simpson getting an opportunity here tonight. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Hillier now well ahead, no balls, 2 strikes. Women's basketball game now at halftime. The last I saw it was Pensacola 35, Trinity Baptist 30. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second. Hillier from the stretch, and the pitch is a fastball. Strike 3 called on the inside corner. Hillier has struck out 5 men through the first 2 innings. He strands 1 at second, 1 hit, 1 error. We go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back in 60 seconds on the Eagles Radio Network. Bottom of the second, the Eagles also will send up the heart of the batting order. That's Albritton, Draper, and Rosario. Austin Hillier has struck out 5 men through the first 2 innings. He's allowed 1 hit. Aaron Bennett had a pretty easy time in the first inning himself. He got a couple of ground balls and a well-hit fly ball to left. Bennett now looking to start his second inning of work. Game started about 6 minutes early. That's okay. Didn't miss a whole lot so far. We've had only 1 base hit. Julio Justo of Southern Wesleyan led off the top of the second, but was left stranded at second base. Now here is Caleb Albritton, ready to dig in for the Eagles. He is 2 for 7 officially. He's also walked 4 times. An base percentage of .615. High drive, well hit into center field, but it's going to be run down. Ty King Richards with the speed tracked that ball down. Another very well hit line drive off a bat of an Eagle for an out. So 1 pitch, 1 out. Hello, Chelsea Lynn, Clayton McDaniel. Always love seeing your name pop up. Holly Albritton cheering on the Eagles. Chelsea Lynn saying go DJ. I'm assuming that's DJ Ludwig of Southern Wesleyan. If you're watching the YouTube feed, drop a comment in top chat. I love seeing the names pop up and saying hello. Hopefully I'll see everybody who lets us know you're watching. Christian Draper, the Eagles' second baseman, now at the dish. Bennett delivers a first pitch. It is down in the dirt for ball 1. Draper, a junior infielder. So far 6 out of 16. That's a .375 average, .474 on base. He has walked 3 times. He does have a double to his credit, and he has scored a trio of runs. The 1-0. This one got away from Bennett well outside and in the dirt. 2 balls, no strikes. We've said many times, Christian Draper, very fast. One of the fastest Eagles we've seen in the past couple of years. I remember last year, mainly a late inning defensive replacement, pinch runner, worked his way into the starting lineup by the end of last season, and now one of the main men for Coach Copeland. 2 balls, no strikes. Bennett winds and delivers. This is a fastball that dips down last moment and misses for ball 3. Head coach of the Warriors, Mr. Mike Gillespie. He is assisted by Mr. Justin Pollock and Mr. Tyler Rio, and his graduate assistant coach, Robert Hernandez, and the manager is Russell Lewis. Here's a fastball down the middle. Draper taking all the way. Still well ahead in the count. 3 balls and a strike. Bennett is ready. Draper digs in, the 3-1 on the way, and that fastball caught the outside corner, and that thing zigzagged on the way to the plate. Good take by Draper. Not a whole lot he could have done with that fantastic pitch. Full count, 3-2. Let's see what Bennett has in mind. Does he stick with the heat or go with something off speed? Here's a payoff pitch. Fastball lifted down the right field line. It's got a chance to drop fair. It is. Draper can run, as we said. He's around first, on his way to second with a 1-out stand-up double. That ball hugged the line and dropped in, I'm guessing, less than a foot. And the Eagles have their first base hit of the night, a 2-bagger for the second baseman, junior Christian Draper. So Rosario now with an RBI opportunity. He's driven in some runs so far this season. He is 3 for 10. That's 300 with 3 RBIs. Got all those last Saturday against Florida Memorial. Big gap in right center field. Speedster Draper. Big lead off second base. Bennett, first time from the stretch. Here's the pitch and a foul on the outside corner for a strike. Warriors are giving Rosario the right side. Even down the line. Patrick in right, well off the line. Center fielder Richards shading the hitter to pull. Time was called. Now everybody is ready. Bennett takes a long look in from the stretch. Checks his runner. Now comes set. Big hole on the infield as well on the right side. And this breaking ball on the inside corner. Excellent pitch by Aaron Bennett. I think that was his first breaking ball we've seen tonight. That one was a dandy. Second baseman DJ Ludwig, he's holding the runner close, and that's opening up a huge hole on the ground on the right side of the infield. No balls, 2 strikes. This pitch almost hit the batter up and in. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hello to Cindy Rodriguez cheering on the Eagles. Big fan of number 23, Danny Rosario, the man at the plate, who has a chance to drive in the game's first run. Robert Herrera also checking in. Here comes the 1-2. Bouncing ball towards third. That will advance the runner. It is cut off. The throw to first is in time. Draper using his speed. Sawyer Price had come a long way to make the play, had no chance with nobody covering third. Rosario, though, did advance the runner. Let's see if that comes into play, but the Eagles do have 2 outs. Here's the right fielder, Tommy Simpson. Mr. Herrera from Southwest Florida, watching us on the YouTube feed. Simpson 2 for 5 so far. Runner at third, 2 outs, and the pitch, he lifts it very high into shallow left field. And that is almost overrun, but Jones is able to reach back and make the catch. He overran the ball, but stopped his feet, reached back, and the lefty made a nice catch after the fact. Eagles get a double and leave a runner at third. And after 2, we have no score. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the Eagles Radio Network. in shallow right. He backpedaled and made the play for out number 3. A very quick, low pitch inning for Hillier. 1, 2, 3, go the Warriors. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. We are scoreless, and we'll be back in 60 seconds on the Eagles Radio Network. Well, we'll keep it here. We'll go ahead and let you know the upcoming ball games. As we usually do, we will start with our visitors. The Warriors, after tomorrow's doubleheader, will play at home on February 13th, Wednesday at 4 p.m. against Mars Hill University. Friday the 15th, Saturday the 16th, that is a 3-game series with Virginia Wise, a single game on Friday at 4, and 2 7-inning games on Saturday the 16th. Tuesday the 19th at Benedict College, that's a 1 p.m. single game, and then home games against Emmanuel College, one on Friday night the 22nd, and a Saturday afternoon doubleheader, that is a home series for Southern Wesleyan. Eagles next Friday will be at Edward Waters College at J.P. Small Memorial Park in downtown Jacksonville. The Friday afternoon game at 3. And then Trinity Baptist will play at home right here at Trinity Ball Yard against Edward Waters. That's a doubleheader starting at 12. We'll have the Saturday games here on YouTube. Leading things off, Carlos Sanchez. We are leading off the bottom of the 3rd. Here is the pitch from Bennett. It is a fastball that misses low. And in case you're wondering why we're playing 1 game away against Ed Waters and 2 games here, they're both Jacksonville cities. Coach Copeland and Coach Reginald Johnson of Ed Waters made this agreement. Tell you after this pitch. Here's the 1-0 and a fastball just a little outside. 2 balls, no strikes. They are ending the season playing against each other as well. 1 here, 2 at Ed Waters, and that allows both coaches to have senior day as their final games of the season. So 2 balls, no strikes, and the pitch. High fly ball, very well hit towards right. It is still going. It is up against the fence. Sanchez takes a big turn around second. He's going for 3 to throw to the 3rd. It is safe. A high throw allowed Sanchez to dive, and his dive was a little too high, but fortunately, so was the throw. Sanchez almost took one out of here, but it's a lead-off triple. Great job in right field by Patrick, and a fantastic relay throw from Timo Schau. Unfortunately for him, though, it was high. It had beaten the runner, and Sanchez with a high dive nearly got himself tagged out. Brian Lopez, the center fielder, has a runner at 3rd, nobody out. Infield cornermen playing tight. They're back in the middle to concede the run, and Lopez took the first pitch for a strike. Good take. Good take by Brian Lopez. He wants a ball that he can get up. From the stretch is Bennett. Here is the pitch. Lopez squared around the bunt. Squeeze play might have been on. It looked more like a safety squeeze. Sanchez not coming all the way down the line. Lopez was able to pull it back in time as the pitch missed down and away. So a count of 1-1. Outfield straight away, not too deep. And Bennett from the stretch with a runner at 3rd. 1-1, swing and a miss. Lopez pulled off that curveball. He's down in the count now, 1-2. Just need to make some contact here and try to get that leadoff triple in. No score, bottom of the 3rd. Nobody out. Bennett again from the stretch, and here comes the 1-2. Curveball that Lopez laid off. That was well outside, however. Didn't even look like a strike to begin with. Pensacola has opened up a 41-32 lead early in the second half over women's basketball for Trinity Baptist College. Here is the 2-2. High fly ball to right, but that's going foul and out of play. Sanchez led off, hit one off the right field fence. Looked like it might get out of here. It hit about halfway up, and he ended up with a leadoff triple. Lopez trying to bring him in. Top of the order, Sammy Coffrin waits on deck. Lopez stepped out, called time. Now everybody's ready. 2-2. Bennett again from the stretch. And the pitch. High pop foul, out of play. We'll do it again. Look out to the youngster over near where that ball landed. A good 15 feet away, but got a youngster playing catch out there with another youngster. Fortunately, he was able to look up and see the ball. It is dark. Sun has been down since before we started. Here comes the 2-2. Breaking ball that stays upstairs. Lopez started to swing, but recognized that it was high, and now a payoff pitch. Lopez has very good speed. Coach Copeland would love to get his senior center fielder on base. Lopez trying to drive in the run from third. Here's the payoff pitch. Ball 4 will put runners at the corners. Great start to the inning for Trinity Baptist College. Sammy Coffrin has an RBI opportunity. Chopped one right back to the pitcher to lead off the ball game. Coffrin looking for his first ribby of the season. Lopez again, he can run, has a very nice lead off first. He's on the move. Coffrin squares, a throw down to second. It's high. Lopez is safe, and the trail runner, Sanchez, steals home, and the Eagles are on the board. A double steal perfectly executed. Lopez, no chance to get him with that high throw. Sanchez saw the ball sail, came on in, and the Eagles lead 1-0. Credit both men with the stolen base. The pitch was a ball, so Coffrin now ahead in the count. Another runner in scoring position, but this time at second. Bennett delivers the 1-ball, no strike pitch. Swing and a foul tip right into the mitt. Sanchez timed that perfectly. I do believe that was a set play from Coach Copeland, but once that ball started up high, no chance for even a relay throw to home to be made. So the double steal puts the Eagles on the board. They lead at 1-0. Coffrin with a 1-1 count, squares, drops down the bunt, but it's foul. Fouled it off to the left side. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, this is an absolutely beautiful Friday night. Best weather we've had so far. 2 weeks ago, the opening night of the season, temperatures were about 43 degrees. Last week, about the mid-50s. Right now, it's over 70, and I am loving this weather. Going to be about the same tomorrow afternoon, mid to high 70s. Bennett looks back at second, delivers the 1-2, swing and a foul tip, but it stays in the mitt. That is out number 1. Coffrin might have chased one outside. That's the first strikeout for Aaron Bennett. Jordan Almodovar at the plate. He hit one very hard into left in the first inning. Unfortunately, that ball was caught. Big swing at a sinker. Well on top of it, no balls and a strike. February 19th, Trinity Baptist will host a doubleheader against Thomas University. That's a Tuesday afternoon. First pitch scheduled at 4 p.m. Check that, that's at Thomas as Almodovar laces one into right, but it's going to be caught. Lopez will tag and he'll advance on to third. That's the second time that Almodovar has put some good aluminum on the ball. Unfortunately, it got caught. Right fielder Devin Patrick took some steps to his right, made a nice catch, Lopez does tag. He's at third, but there are 2 outs for Nick McAdon. Now all 4 infielders back with 2 away. Eagles has swung the bat well so far through the first 2 2/3. McAdon has an RBI opportunity, and the pitch, a breaking ball, gets away. Lopez will score without a throw. Eagles lead 2-0. That will be a pass ball charged to the catcher, Connor Ewig. Bases are empty. Bennett can now wind up, but Trinity Baptist has scored 2 runs without an RBI. A double steal, plated Sanchez. The pass ball scores Brian Lopez. 2-0 Eagles lead. Bennett winds, 1 ball, no strikes, and a fastball that misses down and in. The Russ Matt Invitational begins on February 23rd. The Eagles will play Point Park University twice down in Chain of Lakes Stadium in Lake Wales, I believe that is. There's a hot shot towards third, fielded, throw to first, in the dirt, but scooped out. Quentin Bent makes the play, and that retires a side. Eagles get 2 runs, 1 hit, 2 steals and a pass ball and a walk, and after 3, Trinity Baptist 2, Southern Wesleyan 0, back in 60 seconds on the Eagles Radio Network. Top of the 4th, Schau, Bent, and Husto due up for Southern Wesleyan. Austin Hillier has been terrific on the mound. 1 hit in 3 innings and 6 strikeouts. He has fanned 5 in a row at one point, and he is going to face hitters 2, 3, and 4 in the batting order. Pensacola Christian women's basketball now leading Trinity 54-39. I believe that ball game just started the 4th quarter.
Now batting number
Men's
2,
basketball scheduled at 8:30. Hopefully we'll be able to bring updates to that one as well, as Coach John Jones and his TBC Eagles look for the series sweep this season against Pensacola Christian, the big rival. First pitch from Hillier, a fastball, check swing, and he did not go. Timo Schau grounded out to the second baseman, Christian Draper, his first time up. Hillier again with the windup, the 1-0 on the way. This one is fouled straight back in a big rip by Schau. Schau came in at 3 for 10 on the season, on base over 500. Done a pretty good job near the top of the order. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hillier winds, slow delivery, and a breaking ball that stays a little bit too far outside, and that's 2 balls and 1 strike. Good pitch. Almodovar held his glove there trying to get the call. He did not get it. Schau ahead 2-1. Pensacola now starting to pull away from the Lady Eagles, 56-41. Here is the 2-1. This one is downstairs. 3 balls and a strike. Pensacola women's basketball is 20-6 this season. They are near the top of the rankings in all NCCAA. Perfect 7 wins, no losses in the South region. Here's a 3-1, check swing. And a strike is called. Shao disagreed, but it's a full count. Pensacola Christian, one of the favorites to win the national championship for women's basketball in the National Christian College Athletic Association Division II. Strike 3 called on the inside corner. Shao very unhappy with the calls in that at bat, but that is out number 1 and strikeout number 7 for Austin Hillier.
Up to bat number 6, Quentin Bent.
Southern Wesleyan brought a pretty good crowd down to Jacksonville. They didn't care for that call either. 1 out, bases empty. Quentin Bent at the plate. He struck out to end the first inning. First pitch, swing and a miss at a curveball that dropped out of sight. So no balls and a strike. Hillier, another long look in, now the windup and the pitch, another drop ball. Bent over the top of it. Hillier ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. I'm telling you, he is looking fantastic through the first 3 and a third. Oh-2 on the way. This is popped up. Bent lunged for it. It's going to stay in play. Rosario is there to make the catch for out number 2. Austin Hillier has allowed just 1 base runner through the first 3 2/3 innings. That base runner is the man at the plate right now, Julio Justo, who led off the second inning with a base hit. He advanced to second on a wild pickoff throw from Hillier, but didn't get any further as Hillier then K'd the next 3 batters. So 2 outs, bases empty. Justo at the dish, cleanup hitter for the Warriors. First pitch on the way and a good splitter, it looked like. Strike 1. Of course, we have a pretty high vantage point at the top of the bleachers behind home plate. Not always easy to tell exactly what kind of pitch it was. That one did have some dip to it. This fastball, nowhere near the zone, however. 1 ball, 1 strike. This is game number 4 for Southern Wesleyan University, looking for their first win. Eagles also looking for their first win. They have played 6 ball games against 2 very good teams so far. That fastball misses a little bit low. The USCAA, Florida National University Conquistadors, and the NAIA Sun Conference, Florida Memorial University, both here for a 3-game set within the past 2 weeks. Here's a 2-1 from Hillier. Curveball, swing and a miss. Justo way out in front, could not hold up in time. I like that pitch. I say slow it down even more. We'll see if Hillier agrees. Here comes the 2-2, the wind up and the pitch on the way. A breaking ball that's lifted high into right field. Simpson falls down, gets back up, and has time to reset himself and make the catch. So Simpson, a little adventure in right field. Fortunately, that ball was up high enough for him to recover, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1-2-3 once again. Go the Warriors. We go to the bottom of the 4th. 2-0 Eagles lead. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the Eagles Radio Network. Caleb Albritton will lead things off here in the bottom of the fourth. He is the cleanup man for the Eagles. He's followed by Christian Draper, Dana Rosario, and if anyone gets on, Tommy Simpson. Eagles got 2 runs last inning without an RBI. Stolen base by Sanchez, part of the double steal that scored the first run as the first pitch is in there for a strike. Brian Lopez, who was a lead runner on the double steal, eventually came around to score on a pass ball. No balls and a strike. Eagles lead 2-0. Albritton lined hard to center his first time up, and he laces this one down the left side and out of play to make it 0-2. So down in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Bennett delivers. Another one slapped foul. Almodovar. Check that, Albritton getting some good swings at this right-hander. He's hit some hard hit fouls. That line drive in the left was hit on the button as well. So the 0-2 on the way. This one misses low and inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bennett still way ahead. Winds up and delivers. A breaking ball and a beauty. Albritton knew it. And that is out number 1. Called strike 3 on the outside corner.
Now batting number 13.
Number 2
Draper.
for Aaron Bennett brings up Christian Draper. He's 1 for 1. He doubled down the right field line in the second. Advanced to third on a ground ball, but stayed right there. 1 out, bases empty, bottom of the fourth. Eagles lead 2-0, and the first pitch from Bennett. This one misses well outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Christian Draper at the plate. Big gap in right center field. Most of the Eagles hitters have gotten that opportunity. He hits one hard towards the shortstop. Sliding, stop, throw to first, in time. Timo Schau looked like Derek Jeter on that play. Sliding stop on the backhand and a terrific throw across the diamond. Have to have a strong arm to play shortstop at this level, and Schau showed it off. 2 outs. Not easy to get Draper. That man can run. Danny Rosario, the big man, grounded out to the third baseman his first time up. First pitch coming from Bennett. Good off-speed pitch. It catches the inside corner. Third baseman Sawyer Price made a nice play on Rosario. It wasn't hit all that hard, but he ranged far to his left and got the out at first. That was in the second inning. Here's the pitch. Another off-speed pitch. Looked like the same changeup that caught the inside corner. So no balls, 2 strikes. Rosario will now have to work from behind in the count. Wayne Sabino watching us on the YouTube feed. Bennett delivers a fastball outside. Fritz Bennett joining us here on YouTube Live as well. Nice conversation going on among our YouTube viewers. Glad you're able to join us here. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. Very nice, easy inning for Aaron Bennett. Had a tough one in the third, struck out 2 in the fourth, and got a ground ball in between. And after 4, it is Eagles 2, Warriors nothing. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the Eagles Radio Network. started the 5th. 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch on the way. This one misses inside. And Jones is ahead 2-0. Looks like Pensacola is going to end up the winners over TBC women's basketball at 70-44 with about 6 minutes left to play. The 2-0 from Hillier right down the middle. Kind of a dangerous pitch. 2 balls, no strikes. That was a get-me-over fastball, and Jones let it go. So the 2-1 now on the way. This one is fouled off to the left side. Count even now at 2-2. Well, the gentlemen's game tipping off in about 35 minutes. Coach John Jones looking to complete the season sweep of the rival Pensacola Eagles. Won that ball game pretty easily here in Jacksonville a couple of weeks ago. High pop up into left field. 3 men giving chase. It is going to be caught. Out number 1, Sammy Coffrin comes in. Had to reach for the ball to his left side at last moment, but he made the catch. You get the ball up in those lights. These lights are nice and bright, and the outfielders occasionally have to look right into them. That's the second time we've seen a left fielder, one on each team, kind of misjudge the ball and have to lunge back for it. Both made the catch, however. 1 out. Here's Ewing with the first pitch, a little bit inside. So 1 ball, no strikes. Hillier takes another long look in, and he's ready. Here's the pitch, a breaking ball. And Ewing just decided to let that one go, and it evens us up at 1-1. Nice breaking ball by both these pitchers so far tonight. Hillier has used it a lot more often and has been very effective with it. Here's the 1-1. Fastball chopped towards third and foul. I see action in the Eagles bullpen, but it looks like just some of the reserves warming up their arms. Nobody really pitching on the mound as if to come into the ball game. I believe there are 5 pitchers' mounds over in the home team's bullpen, 2 on the visitor side. Here's the 1-2, a breaking ball, popped straight up on the infield. Almodovar can't make the catch, and it drops in, and that is going to be an error on the catcher. Hillier looked like he was going to call for it. Almodovar, though, called him off. Could not make the catch, however, and a break for the Warriors with Devin Patrick stepping up to the plate. Second error the Eagles have committed tonight. Hillier hasn't had to use the stretch very much. He has a runner at first, Connor Ewing, the Warriors catcher, who's taking a tremendous lead off first. Throw to first. It is very close, but the runner's back. Hillier does have a pickoff. He got that in the season opener. Not afraid to make that throw to first base. He actually had Ewing flinching the wrong way, but Ewing was able to get back to the back of the base. Another throw over to first, this time a little bit easier for Ewing to get back safely. And I'm told we have a different runner at first base. Might have happened while I was writing down the last play. And here is the pitch, and this one is outside. Trying to see which Warriors gentleman has taken over for Connor Ewing. In NCC AA, coaches are allowed to use courtesy runners for the pitcher and the catcher. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch, and a fastball that misses up high. So 2 balls, no strikes. Devin Patrick at the plate. Still unable to tell who that runner is at first. Hasn't turned his back to me yet to get a good look at the jersey. This fastball from Hillier misses outside. Tyler Fuller, the runner at first base. Three balls, no strikes. Again, Hillier has not had to work from the stretch very much, only one time so far. Here's a 3-0, and ball four puts runners at first and second. So the error is now in scoring position. Sawyer Price coming to the plate. And a conference on the mound. Almo Dovar heads out to calm down the sophomore Hillier. A drop pop up and a walk have put runners at first and second.
Now batting number 14, Sawyer Price.
Sawyer Price at the plate. Struck out to open the third, but had to be thrown out at first as the ball hit the dirt. So Fuller at second. Patrick at first, good speed on the bases. Right hand hitting Sawyer Price at the plate. Hillier's first pitch, high fly ball into center field right at Lopez. He's able to come in with some momentum and make a strong throw towards third, and both runners will hold. First pitch swinging from Price, looking fastball, he got it. Hit it pretty well, but right at Lopez. Might have moved maybe 3 steps if that much. So a big out for Hillier to get as it brings up number 9 hitter DJ Ludwig. 2 men on base, 2 outs. Hillier a chance to get out of the inning unscathed. Hello to Robbie Bryant watching us on the YouTube feed. Glad you're able to join us here tonight. Beautiful curveball from Hillier. Ludwig wanted no part of that one. He just let it go. No balls and a strike. Like seeing that interaction between our fans and our viewers on the top chat. Hillier from the stretch, the 0-1 on the way, and it's slapped foul, an inside fastball, and right off the fists of Ludwig on the swing. That ball looked like it tailed in on the right-handed hitter. So now Hillier well ahead in the count. All infielders back. They have a force out at any of the 3 bags. And here is the pitch. Swing and a miss. Ball into dirt. Almodovar will step to the inside and make the out at first. So again, the strikeout ends up as 2-3 on the putout. Austin Hillier has fanned 8 through 5 innings, and we go to the bottom of the 5th with the Eagles leading 2-0. We'll be back in 60 seconds and station identification for our radio listeners on the Eagles Radio Network. Bottom of the fifth, the Eagles lead 2-0. Bottom third of the batting order, Tommy Simpson, Carlos Sanchez, and Brian Lopez are the first three scheduled hitters. If anyone gets on, the top of the order, Sammy Coffrin. Aaron Bennett
Now batting number 30,
has
Thomas
pitched
Simpson.
4 innings. He has allowed 2 runs, both of them earned, 2 hits, and he has struck out 3, has not issued a walk. Neither pitcher has given up a free pass. Here is Tommy Simpson. He popped up to the left fielder his first time up. Here's a breaking ball with a lot of bite, but missed outside for ball 1. $77-49 with 2 minutes left out in Pensacola between the Lady Eagles and the Lady Eagles of Pensacola Christian. Both teams with the same nickname. Check swing, and Simpson went a little too far, so the count is even at 1-1. Eagles got both their runs in the bottom of the third. That's been all the scoring so far. Here's Bennett, the 1-1, a fastball low for ball 2. And even with the left-handed hitter at the plate, center fielder Ty King Richards shading over towards left center, giving a big gap on the right side of the outfield. And that breaking ball misses inside, and right fielder Devin Patrick way off the line. So a lot of room on the right side for Tommy Simpson. Speaking of Devin Patrick, Ms. April Patrick watching from Maryland, cheering on Devin and the Warriors. This fastball misses low and inside, and a leadoff walk puts Tommy Simpson aboard.
Now batting number 24, Carlos Sanchez.
Devin Patrick is a junior outfielder from St. Mary's High School in Centerville, Maryland. So, Miss April, very glad you're able to watch. Son, brother, not sure, but able to watch Devin out there in right field. Breaking ball, it misses outside. This is Carlos Sanchez, the Eagles shortstop. He tripled off the right field fence, leading off the third, and was on the front end of a double steal. Scored the first Eagles run coming in from third base. And the 1-0, Bennett from the stretch and the pitch. Hard ground ball right at the third baseman Price. He will throw to second for 1. Back to first, double play. Tough break for the Eagles, but a nice job by Price. The ball handcuffed him, but he was able to keep his cool, regroup, and turn 2. So another very well hit ball by the Eagles. This time, a double play. Center fielder Brian Lopez walked, stole a base, and scored a run in the third. Bases empty, 2 outs. Bennett with the pitch, and Lopez swings and misses. Sawyer Price made a very nice play. Again, the ball handcuffed him, came out of his glove, but it dropped right in front of him. Kept his cool and was able to turn 2, and a good curveball by Bennett catches the outside corner. No balls, 2 strikes. Parker Price cheering on Wesleyan. You just saw Sawyer make a very nice double play. They're watching from Colorado. Here is the 0-2, and a fastball that misses outside. Sawyer is a junior from Oakton Community College in Colorado Springs. And as we always say, we really are glad you're able to check out the ball games on our live feed. Here is the 1-2, and this one is chopped foul out of play. Bennett has a nice breaking ball. Lopez was just able to get the bat on it to stay alive. Leadoff walk, but then a double play. 2 outs, bases empty for Lopez. The 1-2 on the way, a fastball called strike 3, low and outside corner, and that retires a side. That is strikeout number 4 for Aaron Bennett. Eagles go down, not exactly in order, but 3 up, 3 down nonetheless. And after 5, it is 2-0 Trinity Baptist We'll be back in 60 seconds on the Eagles Radio Network. I'm Ray Bureau bringing you Trinity Baptist College baseball here on YouTube, TBC Eagles, and FM 91.7 WTRJ. And we go to the 6th inning. Top of the order, Richards, Shao, and Bent are the first 3 scheduled hitters, facing sophomore Austin Hillier, who has been absolutely brilliant tonight. 1 hit and 1 walk and not much else. First pitch swinging and a fastball. It is fouled off. Next Friday night, I will be with Trinity Christian Academy varsity baseball coach Gil Morales as the high school season is getting underway. Tell you about that after this pitch. The 0-1 from Hillier, a breaking ball straight back, a great swing by Richards. We are going to have a coach's season preview show. Coach Gill has invited some coaches from around Jacksonville, and he's gotten some of his friends from down south to call in during next week's show. That'll be on the radio station. A ground ball towards short. Throw to first, a little bit low, but Rosario's able to make the catch, and that is out number 1. Carlos Sanchez makes the play, 1 away. Coach Gil Morales of the Trinity Christian Academy High School Conquerors, who made it to the state semifinal a year ago. We will have a high school season preview that is next Friday night at 7. Producer Tom Murphy will be there as well, and I am really looking forward to that one. Here's a first pitch fastball to Timo Shao, missing low and outside for ball 1. We stream Trinity Christian Academy varsity baseball on Facebook, and the name of that page is TCA Conquerors Athletics. We do also their volleyball and basketball games and some softball as well. Varsity Conquerors softball, however, has only 4 home games this year. There's a pitch laced into right field. Simpson going back. It is over his head. Shaw around first, heading on into second. He will have himself a 1-out double. Very well hit ball. Only the second hit that Hillier has allowed, but it puts a runner into scoring position for the number 3 man, first baseman Quentin Bent. He's nothing out of 2 so far, a strikeout and a pop-up to the first baseman. Shao absolutely drilled that ball. If he'd gotten it up a little bit higher, it might have had a chance to get over. Big lead off second. Hillier's first pitch low and inside for ball 1. So if you like high school baseball, check out the TCA Conquerors season preview. I wrote their season preview and put it on duvalsports.com after interviewing Coach Gil Morales. 1 ball, no strikes, runner at second, and the pitch. Check swing, and he foul tipped it into the mitt. So 1-1. Well, Hillier hasn't been in much trouble so far tonight. The little bit he's gotten into, he has been able to get out of pretty easily, and now he'll have to do that again with a runner at second and 1 out. 1-1 to Bent. Here's a pitch, and he's out in front of it. He pops it up. This one's trickling into foul territory, and McAdon was able to get the ball as it sliced away from him, and on the dive comes up with the play. Youngsters, remember, when the ball is straight up in the air like that, there's an excellent chance that it's going to tail back towards the field of play. So get behind the ball a little bit. Macadon nearly overran it, but he was able to regroup and make the catch. Runner holds at second. Cleanup man, the DH, Julio Justo. He's 1 for 2, a base hit, and a fly ball to right. RBI opportunity. Hilliard delivers, swing and a miss. Good sinking fastball. Looked like that might have been a two-seamer with the action that it had on it. Hello, ABC. Cheering for Ty King Richards and the Southern Wesleyan Warriors. And the pitch is flat foul to the right side. Eagles lead 2-0. Warriors threatening to score. We're in the top of the 6th, but there are 2 outs. Justo's had a couple of very good swings so far tonight. 1 for 2, and the 0-2 on the way. Strike 3, a breaking ball in the outside corner. Well, Hilliard allowed a 1-out double, but nothing else. Strikeout number 9 for the sophomore. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Eagles lead 2-0. Back in 60 seconds on the Eagles Radio Network. Eagles come to bat in the bottom of the 6th, leading 2-0, and they have the top of the order, Sammy Coffrin, due to lead off. He's followed by Jordan Almodovar and Nick Macadon. 2 runs, 2 hits, 2 errors for the Eagles. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error for the Warriors. Aaron Bennett has looked very sharp himself here tonight. He has pitched 5 innings, and first pitch squared around the bunt. Coffrin could beat it out. Price picks it up, throws to first, just in time. Sawyer Price charges hard, and in one motion scoops it up and makes the out at first. We've seen some terrific plays from the Warriors' third baseman so far tonight.
Nice try, Sammy.
Coffrin has good speed. Many of these Eagles do, and I thought that was a base hit, but Price said not so fast. No balls and a strike. Bennett avoids the leadoff runner. And here's the pitch to Jordan Almodovar. Fastball taken for a strike. Almodovar has hit the ball hard twice, once to left, once to right. So far, nothing to show for it. 0-1 coming from Bennett. On the inside corner, Almodovar thought it might have been a little too far inside. Umpire's been pretty consistent. He's giving the corners to both pitchers. And now Bennett is ahead 0-2. Set up well outside, and Almodovar was going with the pitch and fouled it off to the left side. Leslie Hendricks cheering on Sawyer Price at third base. Yes, he did make a nice play. Wes Wimpy also watching Southern Wesleyan on the YouTube feed tonight. Here's the 0-2 on the way, a breaking ball. Almodovar is able to stay alive. Fouls it off right into the bullpen, and David Cavedo almost made a terrific play. But we won't charge him with an error. Ball's out of play. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch from Bennett, high fastball, and Almodovar chased it, got the bat on it, and that one drops down. Connor Ewing had a little trouble finding the ball. Got up in the lights, he got the glove on it, but Almodovar will get another opportunity. No balls, 2 strikes. Ewing back behind the plate. He's ready. Bennett takes a long look in. I'm guessing breaking ball here. He's had a pretty good one tonight. And the 0-2 on the way. I guessed wrong, but that's strike 3 as Almodovar swings and misses. So 2 down.
Now batting number 7.
And it brings up Nick McAdon. Grounded to the second baseman, grounded to the third baseman. Strikeout number 5 for Aaron Bennett. McAdon up with the bases empty and 2 outs. All 4 infielders well back. And the first pitch, swing, and that ball had some dip. Good sinking 2-seamer, no balls and a strike. McAdon came into tonight's ball game hitting over 300. He's made contact tonight. 0 for 2, however, takes this fastball outside. .316 to be more specific coming into tonight's play with a couple of steals. Count even at 1-1. Bennett winds and delivers, swing and a foul back. Both pitchers have been in a pretty good groove. We have a total of 4 hits, and we're in the bottom of the 6th. The Eagles, though, got their 2 runs, 1 on a steal of home. That was actually a double steal, 1 on a pass ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch from Bennett. Check swing, and this one misses outside. Good eye by McAdon, started to flinch, held up in time. So the count now even at 2-2, another big gap in right center, and here's the pitch on the fists, but McAdon is able to make contact and foul it off. Richards in center field has given the Eagles the right side all night long. Doesn't matter if it's a left-hand or right-handed hitter. He has shaded to left every batter. And now the 2-2 on the way, and this one misses low. The right arm started to move a little, but the umpire held it up, and we have a full count. Bennett takes a long look over the glove. And here comes a payoff pitch. This is ball 4 to hit the dirt, and McAdon is aboard with 2 outs. Pretty good speed at first. Again, many of the Eagles, very good runners. Sophomore Aaron Bennett, right-hand pitcher from White County High School in Helen, Georgia. I've been there a couple of times. That is a beautiful town up in North Georgia. Go there at Christmas time. You want to see some gorgeous scenery. McAdon leading off first. Al Britton, the cleanup hitter, squared around a bunt on the first pitch, but took it for ball 1 outside. In fact, that was the first time my son Dean, who's 19 now, first time he ever saw snow when he was 4 years old up in Helen, Georgia. Of course, we Jacksonville Floridians, we don't see snow much. 1 ball, no strikes, and a fastball is popped foul to the left side, and it will hit the dugout and even up the count at a ball and a strike. Dean only a couple of weeks from turning 19. Looks just like me. At least that's what I've been told, and sorry to do that to him, but with the beard on him, though, we can tell the difference. 1 ball, 1 strike. Of course, my wife, Beth, Dean's mother, listening in. Probably chuckling now. Here's a 1-1 to Albritton, and this one is chopped foul off Albritton's foot. Little painful strike. That's a big man, though. He'll shake it off and get right back in the box. Good courtesy by the home plate umpire, walking the ball out to Bennett. That gives the batter a chance to regroup. McIndon, the runner at first, he drew a 2-out walk. Albritton trying to keep this alive. Christian Draper waits on deck. Again, a lot of room on the right side, down the line and in the power alley. Runner bluffed, swing and a miss, strike 3, that retires a side. A walk and a man left at first. Fast-paced ball game heading to the 7th with the Eagles leading 2-0 back in 60 seconds on the Eagles Radio Network. We go to the 7th. This has been a pitcher's duel. The Eagles lead at 2-0. Austin Hillier has allowed just 2 hits through 6 innings. He has not walked anyone, and he has struck out 9. Check that, he has walked 1 man. He is going to face Jared Jones, Connor Ewing, and Devin Patrick in the 7th inning. Eagles got both runs in the bottom of the 3rd without the benefit of an RBI. A leadoff triple by Carlos Sanchez resulted in the 1st run, and a walk to Brian Lopez. He came around to score. Both those men involved in a double steal that put the Eagles up 1-0. Lopez then scored run number 2 on a pass ball. So leading off, Jared Jones, a left fielder. He has struck out and popped up to left. Let's hope Hillier can keep it alive, what he has done so far tonight. First pitch, though, misses low and outside. I don't see anyone throwing currently in the Eagles bullpen. There is action on the visitor side, however. My views of the mound are blocked. I can't see who they are. Here's a breaking ball and a nice one for strike 1. Of course, a moment ago I saw a couple of Eagles walking back from the bullpen to the dugout, so could be that Coach Copeland has someone ready just in case. The 1-1 on the way and slapped foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hillier well ahead in the count, 1-2. He's been fabulous so far tonight. Number 5 hitter, Jared Jones at the plate. Hillier steps off. Now we're ready. Hillier winds and delivers, a 1-2. This one hits the batter, and the leadoff man aboard for Southern Wesleyan. Hit by the pitch. That's the first one that Hillier has hit. Fifth base runner of the night. One of those reached on an error. Connor Ewing is that man who reached on an error. That came in the 5th inning. A pop-up right in front of the plate. Ball was not caught. So runner at first, nobody out. Ewing called out on strikes his first time up, so nothing out of 2. He got as far as second base after that pop-up. That dropped, but did not get any further, and he calls time. Hillier from the stretch, and the pitch, a breaking ball inside for ball 1. Well, Ewing had a courtesy runner, Tyler Fuller, last time he was up and reached, and Ewing is well ahead. 3 balls, no strikes. A likely take, but that's not automatic. If he gets a pitch he likes, he could take a big rip at it. Lopez is shading him toward the right side of the field. Here's the pitch on the outside corner. Not the one Ewing wanted. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Gotta be there.
Another long look in by the right-hander. Checks his runner at first. Takes his time, now delivers, and this one is fouled off, and the count is full. Well, let's see if Coach Gillespie has anything in mind with a full count, and the runner's back in plenty of time. He flinches, he's on the move, and this one is fouled back straight over our heads. Too bad Hillier didn't throw to first that time. He would have had the runner. Jones got a bigger lead, flinched, had to stop, and then he was on the move. Might be a good time to try another one over towards first base. About the same lead we had on the last pitch. There is a throw to first. That was more of a, I know you're there. Not Hillier's quickest move, but he wants to make sure Jones doesn't get those extra steps. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Hillier winds and delivers, runner not going, and this one is also popped foul out of play. Of course, you want to keep the runner close, but you also don't want to take your attention away from the hitter. Don't want to groove one or miss. Another payoff pitch on the way. Hillier takes a look at first. Jones gets back to that modest lead. Now he's on the move. The pitch is ball 4, and the Warriors have 2 men on with nobody out. That one was close, but it did not go the way of Austin Hillier. That's his 2nd walk of the night.
Now batting number 5, Devin Patrick.
Devin Patrick has the potential tying runs on base. Nobody out. Patrick has struck out and walked. Rosario in on the grass at first. McAdon even with the bag and off the line at third with the left-hand hitter. And timeout as Coach Copeland will take a walk out to the mound. I don't see anyone else coming out of the dugout. This could be just a chat with the sophomore, Austin Hillier. February 26th. That is a home doubleheader against Thomas University. 4 p.m. start time on a Tuesday afternoon. The Russ Matt Invitational, where the Eagles will play Cornerstone twice, Grace College and Judson University, and that will be all for Austin Hilliard. A terrific job. We'll see who the new Eagle pitcher is in just a moment. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the Eagles Radio Network.
Let's go, Nick.
The new pitcher is Nick McAdon. He comes over from third base, so we're also going to have a new third baseman. I believe that is Sammy Coffrin, who came in from left field. So now we'll have to check and see who the new left fielder is. Well, Hillier was not in the batting order. And now we see another Eagle heading out to the field to play. This is Jaron Sweeney, who is going to go, it looks like, to second base. So some more position changes. Sanchez remains at short. And it looks like Christian Draper is heading to the outfield. So a lot of Eagles moving around as we get ready for the batter Devin Patrick, who will have runners at first and second. Nobody out. And I believe Tyler Fuller is again the courtesy runner for Connor Ewing at first base. So all three Eagles outfielders are gathering in center field. I believe Draper is going to left field. Well, the potential tying runs are on the base paths. Nobody out. Southern Wesleyan threatening here in the top of the seventh. McAdon, no wins, 1 loss on the season. He has gone 7 innings. He has allowed 10 runs, all of them earned. In a jam, trying to get out of it. Austin Hillier got into trouble to start the 7th. He hit a batter and then walked a man. 6+ total innings, 2 hits, 2 walks, 9 strikeouts. So far, no runs, but the men on base are his responsibility. Hillier cannot lose it. He can still hope to win it, but McAdon will have to get out of this jam.
Hey, keep it simple, Nick.
WTRJ here in Jacksonville, our radio station tonight. As usual on Friday nights, YouTube TBC Eagles for our video feed. Hello, Chris Uverard watching from Winter Haven, home of Carson Uverard, who wears number 25. And Austin Lane Fry wears number 14 for Coach Copeland and the Eagles. Natalie Thompson cheering on Jared, wearing number 27. And Zandy 84 saying hello to Ty King Richards. Dacula, Georgia, also Kane and Zoe watching in on the live feed. Jared Jones, number 27 for Southern Wesleyan. Now Patrick is ready. McAdon is in the set position, working from the stretch. 2 on, nobody out. Rosario not holding the runner at first. Square around a bunt, and Patrick fouls it off. Tried to pull it back as the ball was inside, but unable to do so in time. So Sammy Coffrin is the new third baseman. McAdon went from third to the mound. Hillier out of the game. Christian Draper in left field. Jaron Sweeney is now playing second base, but he took over for Hilliard, so he's not in the batting lineup if I have that correct. That bunt attempt fouled off and nearly hit our concession stand workers. No balls, 2 strikes. Patrick squared around twice. And here's the pitch. This one is fouled off, swinging away with no balls, 2 strikes. A hit batsman led off the inning, Jared Jones. A walk to Connor Ewing. Tyler Fuller, the courtesy runner at first base. No balls, 2 strikes. McAdon delivers a breaking ball hit high and deep towards right. This ball is off the fence. Runner thought it might be caught. Around third, we're going to have a play at third base. It is not in time. Jared Jones scores, and it's 2-1. Fuller all the way around to third, an RBI double for Devin Patrick. And the Warriors are on the board. Thought for a moment that ball was getting out of here.
Number 14, Sawyer Price.
Right fielder Simpson went high. Couldn't tell from this distance if he got a glove on it, but the ball hit the top of the fence. That is an RBI double, and now 2 runners in scoring position for Sawyer Price. McAdon winds up and delivers a fastball on the outside corner. Price has played terrific defense at the plate. He has struck out, and he has a fly out to center field. Chance to put his team ahead for the first time. There's one lifted high into right. Simpson makes the catch. We're going to have a tag and a run score, and we are tied at 2. Fuller crosses. That is an RBI sacrifice fly, and 2 away. Both runs charged to Austin Hillier, so close the book. A nice job. 6+ innings, 2 earned runs, good quality start.
Number 7,
9 strikeouts, but now this is a brand new ball game. The go-ahead run is at third with only 1 man out. Second baseman DJ Ludwig at the plate. All 4 infielders in on the grass. Outfield straight away, about mid-range, and the first pitch is a fastball in there for a strike. So Hillier cannot win it, but he also cannot lose it. McAdon from the windup and the pitch. This one is in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. And if that is all for Aaron Bennett, he cannot lose it. He would be off the hook. Don't know yet if he'll come out for the bottom of the 7th. High pop up. That's going to get over the drawn-in infield, and the Warriors will take a 3-2 lead. That is an RBI single for DJ Ludwig, and it's 3-2. Patrick, who drove home a run, ends up scoring the go-ahead run, and the Warriors have their first lead of the night. So the hit batsman and the walk come back to haunt the Eagles. Those were the tying runs, and then the base hit from Ludwig. And the Warriors now lead 3-2. Richards, leadoff man, now at the plate. He's 0 for 3, a strikeout, a pop up to second, and a ground ball to short. Still only 1 man out. DJ Ludwig just drove in a run with the bloop hit into short right, and a foul on the outside corner. Well, the Eagles were playing in to cut down the run at the plate. That cost them the out and the go-ahead run. No balls and a strike. Pitch on the way. A chopper back to the box. McAdon will go to second. The throw is high, and everybody is safe. That will go as a fielder's choice for Richards, and an error on the pitcher for the high throw.
Number 2, Timo Shaw.
So 2 on, 1 out. Timo Shaw at the plate. Had himself a double his last time up. He is 1 for 3. The Eagles had a chance to get the force out at second. The throw beat the runner, but it was up high. And it pulled the shortstop off the bag. And the first pitch fastball inside for ball 1. Action in the Eagles bullpen. Again, my view of the mound blocked by the dugout. Can't see who is warming up. 1 ball, no strikes, and this fastball misses low. It's 2-0. Jenna Patrick cheering on Devin. Drilled 1, almost got it out of here, brought home a run. Ended up scoring the go-ahead run. There's a strike on the outside corner.
Let's go, Timo.
2 balls, 1 strike. McAdon working from the stretch. And the pitch, Ludwig got a big secondary lead. This one missed inside. Ludwig had an RBI single. He's now at second. Ty King Richards hit a ground ball, but the high throw allowed both runners to reach safely, and now time called. Pitching coach John Shiver heading out to the mound to talk with Macedon. Eagles got 2 in the bottom of the 3rd. Southern Wesleyan has come back with 3 in the top of the 7th. Threatening to tack on. Both teams looking for their first win of the season. 3-2, Southern Wesleyan leads. Very fast-paced ball game, but it has slowed down here in the top of the 7th. Quick meeting at the mound for Coach Shiver. Rosario in on the grass, not holding the runner at first. Coffrin off the bag, down the line at third. Middle infielders playing back for 2. Throw to first, and the runner is back. Now Rosario is well off the bag. That might have been a chance to see what the runner at second, Ludwig, was up to. He is getting a tremendous secondary lead. Now he takes an extra step off his primary lead. 3-1, strike called on the outside corner. Shao disagrees, but the count is full. Eagles infielders now back up, all 4 positions, and the pitch. This one is fouled off. Timo Shao, ground ball second in the 1st, called out on strikes in the 4th. Doubled off the right center field fence as last time up. That was in the 6th. Chance to add an insurance run. Ludwig, another good lead off second. He's on the move, and this one's fouled off. Now Ludwig was running. Richards did not run at first. Ludwig, not sure if he was on his own or maybe Richards might have missed something. Another payoff pitch on the way from Macedon. 3-2 pitch, outside, ball 4, gets away from the catcher. Ludwig takes a big turn around third, but he'll put on the brakes. Almodovar tracks it down. So that is a walk.
Now batting.
And it loads the bases with 1 out. Quentin Bent now at the plate. Bent has the bases loaded. He has struck out and popped up twice. This is the heart of the batting order coming up. Bent, the number 3 man, Justo on deck. Macedon looking to get a ground ball, and hopefully his defense can turn too. Both corner infielders off the line, in on the grass, and a breaking ball in there for a strike. Middle infielders at double play depth, hoping for that ground ball. Outfield is deep. Straight away, Lopez almost directly behind second base. And here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. That ball had some sink to it. Macedon gets ahead. Working from the windup with the bases loaded. He reached back and got a little extra mustard on that one. No balls, 2 strikes. Bent looking to do some damage. Huge lead off second by Richards. Breaking ball for strike 3. Swing and a miss. Excellent pitch by Macedon. Now he could get out of the inning without any further damage. That is his first strikeout. He has allowed 2 hits and 1 run charge to Macedon. Chance to get out of the inning. Number 9 batter of the inning is a cleanup man, Julio Justo. Pitch from Macedon, outside, ball 1, a fastball that misses away. One ball, no strikes. Warriors have batted around. And the pitch, a breaking ball, chopped towards third. It is going to be not in time. That ball took a funny hop away from Coffin, and by the time he got to the bag, Richards, who had a huge, and I mean a huge lead off second base, was able to get in on the play. Ludwig scores. That is an RBI infield single for Julio Justo, and it's 4-2. Coffin was ready to make the play, but then he had to lunge for the ball. That took a funny hop as it hit the ground. Fortunately, he kept the ball in front of him, made the catch. Bases are still loaded, but now the fourth run of the inning is in. And the 10th man of the inning at the plate, Jared Jones. He started this inning getting hit by a pitch and came around to score. Macedon's first pitch misses up and away. Thought for a moment the Eagles were out of the inning, but nobody paid attention to Richards at second. He was halfway down the line before the ball hit the bat. Chopper over the head of Jaron Sweeney. That's one run in. Throw to the plate, not in time, and a big 6-run inning now for the Warriors. So runners end up at second and third. Justo ends up at third. That's a single for Jones. 2 runs batted in, and he goes to second base on the throw to the plate. Richards and Shao came in, and that's going to be all for Nick Macedon. We'll tell you about the new Eagles pitcher when we come back in 60 seconds on the Eagles Radio Network. The new pitcher for Coach Copeland is freshman Logan Sizemore. Nick Macedon, 2/3 of an inning. So far 4 runs, and he is responsible for the 2 men on base. Sizemore will inherit runners at second and third, 2 men out. Julio Justo got the infield RBI single. And Jared Jones just laced one into right to drive home 2. He went to second on the throw. Justo went first to third on that hit. That scored DJ Ludwig and Tyler King Richards. So a 6-run inning thus far for the Warriors. They now lead it 6-2, and Logan Sizemore is trying to stop the damage. Hello to Kimberly Tatham watching us on the YouTube feed. Lana Jones cheering on the Warriors. Of course, double broadcasting on WTRJ FM 91.7 in Jacksonville and Orange Park. Logan Sizemore getting ready to start his night of work. Freshman so far has pitched 2 innings, has allowed 2 runs, both of them earned. First man he will face will be the catcher Connor Ewing. He walked and scored. He was the second batter of this inning. Ended up scoring on the base hit from Ludwig. Check out the double from Patrick. Scored 1. He scored on the sac fly from Sawyer Price. Sizemore with the first pitch, and it hits the batter in the foot, and that'll load up the bases. So it started off as a very fast ball game through 6 innings, has taken a long time in the top of the 7th as Southern Wesleyan has batted around and then some, and here's Devin Patrick back at the plate. Hit a double that almost got out of here, hit high off the top of the right center field fence. It's about 365 right in front of the scoreboard where that ball hit. There's a big hole right up the middle. Sizemore, sidearm delivery, a looper towards right center. Lopez giving chase. That's a base hit. 1 run is in. Here's another man around third. He will score. That's a 3rd RBI of the inning for Devin Patrick. And Southern Wesleyan leads now 8-0. Justo and Jones cross. Ewing's courtesy runner Fuller goes first to third. And it brings up Sawyer Price, who drove in a run with a sacrifice fly his last time up earlier this inning. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. Sizemore looking to get out of the inning. Breaking ball that misses upstairs, ball 1. Now with a sidearm delivery, a breaking ball does tend to rise at times as it drifts toward the outside corner away from the right-hand hitter. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch, a fastball that catches the outside corner. Said this before, Sizemore does not give the hitter the same look every time. So far he's dropped from the side, but he'll go 3/4. We've seen him go down below even further. Here's the 1-1. Looper into shallow center. Lopez giving chase, unable to get there. 1 run is in. Here's another man around third, and he will score. Patrick never stopped. He goes first to home. That is a 2-run base hit for Sawyer Price, who takes second base on the throw.
Now batting number
10 runs all in this 7th inning, and DJ Ludwig is back at the plate. He had himself an RBI base hit earlier in the 7th inning. Brian Fowler watching us here on TBC Eagles, and a high pop fly right down the line. Tough to tell if it'll stay fair or go foul. It is a fair ball, and it is dropped. 1 run is in, and Ludwig will stop at second base. We'll see how they score it. That is going to go as a base hit, which means an RBI double for Ludwig, and it's 11-2. Ty King Richards coming to the plate. Reached on a fielder's choice, ended up scoring a run. It was his huge lead off second and able to get into third on the ground ball right to the third baseman that kept this inning alive. First pitch from Sizemore is fouled off. So King at the plate, no balls and a strike. And the pitch. Ground ball right back to Sizemore. He snares it, and the underhand flip to first retires a side. Warriors get 11 runs in the inning, and we go to the bottom of the 7th. 11-2, Southern Wesleyan leads back in 60 seconds on the Eagles Radio Network. Well, apparently I missed a pinch hit. That was Bryson Fowler, who batted for DJ Ludwig earlier in the inning, the second time through the number 9 hole, and got an RBI single. So thank you for the fans letting me know. Don't always notice the changes. It gets dark. Sometimes hard to see the jersey numbers, and they don't always let me know when there is a substitution. Bottom of the 7th, Christian Draper at the plate. Now playing left field for the Eagles, leading things off. And this pitch is inside. Aaron Bennett now has himself a huge lead. He's done a nice job. 6 innings, 2 runs, both of them earned, only 2 hits. And the pitch, this one is chopped foul. So Bennett back out there for the top of the 7th. One ball, 1 strike. And Bennett winds and delivers. And a breaking ball on the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Chelsea Lynn joining us here on the live feed. Southern Wesleyan got 11 runs in the 7th inning. And the pitch, swing and a miss. The ball hit the dirt. Now the umpire says it was a clean catch. Connor Ewing held on, and that is out number 1.
Now batting number
well, Ewing looked like he dropped the glove to the dirt, held the ball up, let the umpire see it. And that is strikeout number 6 for Aaron Bennett. Danny Rosario now at the plate. He is 0 for 2. He grounded out to the third baseman, Sawyer Price, and went down on strikes his last time up. First pitch from Bennett. This one misses downstairs. So 1 ball, no strikes. David Cavedo has a bat and a helmet. He is in the on-deck circle. He would bat for Tommy Simpson. And the 1-0. This one is fouled off to the left side. Eagles led 2-0 from the 3rd inning until that top of the 7th. Southern Wesleyan put up 11. And the 1-1 on the way. And a curveball that catches the inside corner. Bennett has had a very good breaking ball tonight. One ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch, chopper towards third. Price backs up. He has a good arm. This high throw is in time. Bent held the bag, and that is out number 2.
Now batting number 28.
Quentin Bent stands at 6'2". He's a senior from, oh, I had to start saying this, huh? Mississauga, Ontario. Hopefully I said that correctly. Here's David Cavedo at the plate for the first time tonight, batting in the number 7 spot in place of Tommy Simpson. First pitch for a strike. Cavedo 1 for 10 so far this season. Couple of walks. Down in the count, no balls and a strike. And here comes the 0-1. Check swing on a pitch outside. And he went around. So we'll see if Cavedo stays in the ball game in right field or if Simpson heads back out. Players are allowed to re-enter NCCAA competition. Here's the 0-2, and this one hits the batter. Cavedo will head down to first base. First batter that Bennett has hit. Eagles have a man at first with 2 outs. Carlos Santos at the plate. He's hit the ball hard twice, 1 for a triple. Nearly got out of here, and 1 that turned into a double play. He scorched both those balls. He's gotten a couple of really good looks at Aaron Bennett. Modest lead off first by Quevedo. And Bennett from the stretch. Hot shot right up the middle, snared, but there will be a throw to first and not in time. Sanchez hustling, that'll be a base hit, and it puts Quevedo at second. Diving attempt by DJ Ludwig, who re-entered. Thought about flipping the second for the out, but Quevedo hustling, and the throw to first was a little bit late. So Brian Lopez now at the plate. He has walked, stolen a base, and scored, and he was called out on strikes. Nothing out of one. Defense not really that concerned about the base runners, leading by 9. Big hole on the right side. Sanchez, a huge lead off first with the first baseman Bent playing off the bag. First pitch, breaking ball, misses outside. Brian Lopez, a senior, has a little pop in his bat. I've seen him hit the ball out of this ballpark. Chance to drive in a run. Another big gap in right center field. Richards, as he's done all night, shading towards left. Bennett steps off, checks the runner back. Again, with a 9-run lead, there's really not much reason to worry too much about the runners. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. This one is fouled off to the right side. Bennett gets in that stretch, and he starts to deliver, and he kind of pauses, keeps his arm back for a moment before delivering the ball. He's been pretty good, very effective. Count 1 ball, 1 strike. And a pitch from Bennett. High fly ball into center field. Richards backs up about 6 steps and makes the catch to retire the side. Eagles get a hit batsman and a base hit. Strand 2, and we go to the 8th. Southern Wesleyan leads 11-2. Back in 60 seconds on the Eagles Radio Network. Top of the 8th, a huge 7th inning for the Warriors has them ahead 11-2, all 11 runs in that 7th inning. They batted 15 men. 11 of them came around to score. Logan Sizemore will get a fresh inning to start here in the 8th. He will have hitters 2, 3, and 4, the scheduled hitters, Timo Schau, Quinton Bent, and Julio Justo. Both starting pitchers were fantastic. Austin Hillier, 6+ innings, 2 runs, and then the Warriors exploded for 9 more after Hillier came off the mound. Well, they got all 11 after he came off. He was charged with the first 2. Sizemore working with the bases empty to start the 8th, and a nice changeup to get it underway, and it's strike 1. Dexter Lofton now joining us on the YouTube Top Chat. Cheering on Southern Wesleyan. We'll have both games tomorrow beginning at 12 noon on the YouTube video only. TBC Eagles right here where you're watching now. We want to thank FM 91.7. Tom Murphy's our producer in studio. Calvin Graybow, the station manager. Crystal Lawrence of Trinity Baptist Church and Trinity Christian Academy Media Relations, as that pitch sails inside and hits Shao to put him aboard. And that is the second batter that Sizemore has hit. Bent at the plate. He has struck out twice. He hasn't been involved in the rally just yet. 0 for 4 overall. Leadoff man aboard once again. That's what started the big rally in the 7th. A leadoff hit batsman. Sizemore with a runner at first. Drops down from the side and gets a breaking ball over the outside corner. And ball games begin at 12, 2 7-inning affairs. We'll be with you on YouTube. Here is the 0-1 and a fastball that misses outside to even up the count. One ball, one strike. When I get a chance, I'm going to see if I can get an update on the men's basketball game at Pensacola Christian College. The 1-1 from Sizemore. Slow curve that caught the outside corner. One ball, two strikes. And the pitch is a line drive to Sizemore. He makes the catch, throws to first, and Rosario had to come off the bag to make the catch, but then he was able to tag a leaping Shao who was trying to get back, and that is a double play. L1-3 goes the double play, line drive, 2 down. And it brings up Julio Justo, the cleanup man. He had a couple of RBIs in that 7th inning. Had a 2-run single and ended up scoring a run. This one is fouled off to the right side. Trinity Baptist leading Pensacola 42-39. Trying to see if it's halftime. It looks like it is at the half. And here's a pitch, a breaking ball in there for strike 2. Trinity Baptist, the top seed so far in the South region, trying to hold on and win their final 4 games, all South region affairs. High pop up, just past the infield. Lopez will not get there in time. That's a base hit. Well, Justo has had a couple of well-placed base hits his last 2 times up. Not hit all that hard, but as the late, great Yogi Berra once said, hit them where they ain't, and that's what Justo has done. He's now 3 for 5 on the night with a couple of RBIs. Here's a left fielder, Jared Jones. He scored twice in the 7th, led off getting hit by the pitch, then had himself a 2-run base hit. First pitch fastball is on the outside corner. No balls and a strike. Sizemore delivers, and a high fly ball into left field. Draper drifting back and back again, and it looks like he made the catch as he was falling down. No call by the umpire. Now he's holding up the right hand. Took a long time for the umpire to signal whether or not Draper made the catch, but that is out number 3. Nice job by Draper. He had to go back a long way. That ball just kept on carrying. So a hit batsman, erased on the double play, a base hit. No runs, and we go to the bottom of the 8th. Southern Wesleyan leads 11-2. Back in 60 seconds on the Eagles Radio Network.
number 25, Daniel Singleton.
We got a new pitcher for the Warriors as we go to the bottom of the 8th. Aaron Bennett was fantastic. The new man on the mound is Daniel Singleton. Aaron Bennett, 7 innings pitched, 2 runs, both of them earned. He allowed just 3 hits, and he struck out 6. Did not walk a single Eagles batter. So great job by Aaron Bennett, who stands to be the winner. Daniel Singleton on the mound now for Southern Wesleyan University. Singleton has pitched 1 1/3 innings so far. He has allowed 5 runs, all earned, however. Had a little trouble finding the zone. He has walked 6 and struck out 2. Sammy Coffrin will lead things off in the bottom of the 8th. He is nothing out of 3. Eagles scored 2 in the 3rd. Southern Wesleyan 11 in the 7th. Clayton McDaniel, a TBC graduate from just a little while ago, this past fall actually, as Coffrin fouls off the first pitch, tells me that Eagles men's basketball player Patrick Jackson is 5 for 5 from 3-point range as Trinity Baptist leads Pensacola 42-39 at the half. No balls, 2 strikes. Coffrin trying to get a rally started for the Eagles. And the pitch from Singleton, called strike 3, a good fastball on the outside corner. So Singleton fans the first man he faces, and it brings up the catcher Jordan Almodovar. He is 0 for 3. He's hit the ball hard twice. Went down on strikes his last time up. And here is the pitch. This is bunted. It's popped up, and Singleton with a diving play over near the 3rd baseline. Daniel Singleton got off the mound like a jackrabbit and made a terrific diving catch. Right over near the 3rd baseline. I heard someone down front say, way to be an athlete, and that was a terrific play by a good athlete, Daniel Singleton. This young man is a senior from Toccoa Falls College, a transfer. He's originally from Westminster, South Carolina. Excellent defensive play. Here is Nick McAdon. Walked his last time up, nothing out of 2. Officially tonight. So let's hope the Eagles men's basketball can hold on for that big South Region win out west at Pensacola Christian. First pitch fastball misses outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Singleton winds and delivers. A breaking ball catches the outside corner. One ball, 1 strike. And the senior winds and delivers. This one misses downstairs. McAdon ahead, 2 balls and a strike. Eagles have hit the ball pretty solidly most of the night. But as has happened many times in the first 6 ball games, those balls have been tracked down or gone right at somebody. Strike 2 called on the outside corner. Again, the umpire's been consistent. He's been giving both pitchers on both sides the corners. 2 balls, 2 strikes. You want the same strike zone in the 8th and 9th as you get in the 1st and 2nd. Here is the 2-2. Strike 3 right down the middle, and that retires a side. So Daniel Singleton strikes out 2 of the 3 men he faces in the 8th. We go to the 9th, 11-2 Warriors, back in 60 seconds on the Eagles Radio Network. We go to the top of the ninth, and a new pitcher on the mound for Trinity Baptist College. This is Will Van Sickle. So Hilliard did a terrific job as a starter. Warriors got to the bullpen, and now Will Van Sickle will pitch the ninth inning. Freshman Van Sickle from right here in Jacksonville. 2 total innings so far. About a couple of earned runs. And he's going to face, in the ninth inning, hitters 6, 7, and 8. Connor Ewing, the catcher, Devin Patrick, the right fielder, and Sawyer Price, the third baseman, barring any pinch hitters for Coach Mike Gillespie. So Van Sickle in relief, getting ready to start the ninth inning. Ewing scored twice in that big 7th inning. He did not hit his way aboard. He walked and was hit by a pitch. First pitch from Van Sickle misses outside. Fastball, 1 ball, no strikes. Basketball game still in the halftime intermission. Eagles lead it 42-39. High pop fly, shallow right field. And a catch is made. I believe that is David Cavedo, stayed in right field. A little hard to see that far. And yes, it is Cavedo.
Up to bat, number 5, Devin Patrick.
Devin Patrick now at the plate. He drove in 3 runs in the 7th inning. Had an RBI double and then a 2-run single. Again, the Warriors batted 15 men in that 11-run 7th inning. So Patrick at the plate. Van Sickle, base is empty, works from the stretch, and the pitch in there for a strike. Patrick has 2 hits in 3 official plate appearances. He's also drawn a walk. 2 runs scored, 3 men driven in. Van Sickle ready with the 0-1. Check swing, and batter held up in time. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch missed a little bit high. Women's basketball fell to Pensacola Christian. I did not see the final score, but Pensacola had a big lead with a couple of minutes left. Now the gentlemen are back on the court getting ready for the second half. 1 ball, 1 strike. Van Sickle delivers a breaking ball that's slapped foul into the Eagles bullpen. Sawyer Price waiting on deck. He also drove in 3 runs in the 7th inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And here is the pitch. This one is popped foul out of play. Well, even though it is a 9-run lead for Southern Wesleyan, I'm going to go ahead right now and call Trinity Baptist College starting pitcher Austin Hilliard tonight's player of the game. The performance he did, ran out of gas in the 7th, but he gave up only 2 runs in 6+ innings. As that fastball misses up high, evens up the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hilliard allowed only 2 hits. He walked 2, but he struck out 9 men at 1.5 in a row. So I'm naming Trinity Baptist starting pitcher Austin Hilliard tonight's player of the game. Van Sickle with the 2-2, swing and a miss. He struck him out. So 2 outs, bases empty. Sawyer Price will be the scheduled hitter. Had himself a 2-run knock his last time up, a sac fly also in the 7th inning. So officially, with a strikeout and a flyout, he is 1 for 3 with 3 runs driven in. First pitch from Van Sickle misses low and outside. Well, let's hope the men's basketball team can hold on. Again, they are at Pensacola Christian College. I have the Pensacola live stream up on the laptop. Gentlemen are heading back to the court, ready to open up the second half. And the pitch on the way is fouled off. And the count is even at a ball and a strike. Patrick Jackson, 5 3-point shots in the first half. And it's 42-39 as they're about ready to inbound. Second half now underway. Here's the 1-1, a breaking ball that's lifted into right field. That may drop down for a hit, and it does. Right over the head of Jaron Sweeney, and that is a 2-out single for Sawyer Price. Second hit of the night, and it brings up scheduled hitter is DJ Ludwig, and that is the man at the plate. I missed the substitution when Bryson Fowler pinch hit for Ludwig in the 7th. Each one had an RBI single in that 7th inning, Ludwig and Fowler. First pitch, outside for a ball. Runner at first, 2 outs. And Van Sickle from the stretch delivers, and this one misses up and away. So 2 balls, no strikes. Kimberly Tatham cheering on Southern Wesleyan. Here's a 2-0 from Van Sickle, and this one misses a little bit outside. Been a pitcher-friendly strike zone all night long. Again, for both sides. That one was a little too far outside. So the 3-0 pitch on the way, and it is in the dirt, ball 4, and that'll put runners at first and second.
Now batting number 1, Ty King.
Top of the order, Ty King Richards at the plate. 0 for 5, but he has scored a run. Reached on a fielder's choice and scored in the 7th. 2 outs, runners at first and second. Price singled, Ludwig walked. And here's a pitch. It is on the outside corner for a strike. No balls and a strike to Richards. And the pitch is swung on and fouled off to the right side. Rosario giving chase just out of his reach. The ball landed in the field of play, but about a step away from Daniel Rosario. But Van Sickle is ahead. No balls, 2 strikes. Two on, 2 out. Eagles now lead 47-41 at Pensacola. That's good news as they've doubled the lead they had at halftime. Here's the 0-2. Ooh, breaking ball, not called a strike, and it gets away from the catcher, and both runners will advance. That ball broke so much, it was tough on Alamo Dovar. That's going to be a pass ball on the catcher. So 2 men in scoring position for Richards. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Van Sickle from the stretch delivers. Ground ball headed towards right field, and it gets by Sweeney. 1 run is in. Here's another runner, will be held up at third. That is an RBI single for Richards. And a 12-2 lead now for Southern Wesleyan. Price scores. Ludwig stopped at third. He took a big turn around third base, but Coach Gillespie held him up. So after the first 2 men were out, a single, a walk, a pass ball, and a single has brought home 1 run. Runners at the corners. Timo Schau at the plate, hit by a pitch last time up, walked and scored in the 7th. Also has a double tonight. And the pitch on the way, a line drive, base hit into left field. Ludwig will score. Richards will stop at second.
Go.
13-2 now. Warriors lead. And here's Quentin Bent, the first baseman. He lined into a double play his last time up. Right back to the pitcher at that time was Logan Sizemore. TBC leading Pensacola now 50-43. A little hard to see the clock, however. This one is outside for ball one. 16:25 left in the second half, so plenty of basketball left. 1 ball, no strikes. This one on the inside corner, 1-1. Of course, that game is in the Central Time Zone at Pensacola. Started at 8:30 Eastern Time. Here's the 1-1, a breaking ball. Nice block by Almodovar to keep the runners where they are. 2 balls and a strike. Richards at second, Shaw at first. The pitch on the way, misses outside. It's 3-1. Husto waiting on deck. He has driven in a couple of runs. He has 3 hits tonight. Here's a pitch and a high fly ball into shallow left field. Draper comes on and makes the catch, and that retires a side. 2 runs score, and we go to the bottom of the 9th. Southern Wesleyan leads 13-2. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the Eagles Radio Network. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Albritton, the scheduled leadoff man, followed by Christian Draper and Danny Rosario. Dean Bureau is our cameraman here at Trinity Baptist College as we video stream on YouTube, TBC Eagles. Tom Murphy, our producer in the radio station on WTRJ FM 91.7 The Truth and www.ilovethetruth.com. Calvin Graybow, one of the program directors and station managers. Crystal Lawrence of Trinity Baptist College and Trinity Christian Academy Media Relations, making the deal with WTRJ to get us on the radio. Daniel Singleton ready for his second inning of work, and the first pitch is a fastball up and in. This is not Caleb Albritton. This is a new batter. For the Eagles, number 21, freshman Michael Camacho at the plate. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch swung on and drilled but foul down the left side. So Camacho with his first opportunity of the night. Had himself a couple of RBIs last week. Here is a 1-1, a beautiful curveball from Singleton in there for strike 2. Camacho, 1 out of 3 officially. Drove in 2 in last Saturday's doubleheader against Florida Memorial. There's a ground ball headed up the middle, knocked down by Singleton, and that's going to be a base hit for Michael Camacho. He hit it hard. Singleton got his glove on it. It bounded high up in the air. Ludwig made an effort, but by the time he got to the ball, Camacho had beaten the play to first base.
Christian Draper.
So Christian Draper steps up with the leadoff man aboard. Camacho, good speed. Draper at the plate. Went down on strikes his last time up. He's 1 for 3. Had a double in the second. Takes the first pitch up and in for ball 1. TBC Eagles have opened up a 10-point lead at Pensacola, 55-45, and a good curveball from Singleton is strike 1. Still a lot of basketball left to be played out west, however. 14 minutes left on the clock. The 1-1, check swing, but it's called strike on the outside corner. That call was on the pitch, not the swing. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Draper. Singleton from the stretch, runner at first, nobody out. And this one is fouled off to the right side and will get out of play. Athletic Director of Trinity Baptist College, Mr. John D. Jones, who is in Pensacola right now leading his Eagles, who lead by 8 at the moment over Pensacola. He's the men's basketball coach. The 1-2, swing and a miss. He struck him out. Strikeout number 3 for Singleton.
Danny Rosario.
Danny Rosario at the plate. The hit by Camacho is the first that Singleton has allowed. He has now gone 1 1/3 innings. Rosario takes a breaking ball for a strike. No balls and a strike. Camacho at first, the infield single. And the pitch, this one in the dirt, but down by 11. Runner's not taking any chances. Now Camacho did hit that ball pretty hard. It hit off the glove of the pitcher, stayed in the infield, but Camacho hustled all the way, took nothing for granted, got himself a base hit. So he's batting .500 on the season. Here's the 1-1. Fastball up and away, 2 balls and a strike. Singleton takes his time getting back on the mound. Bent holding the runner with an 11-run lead. And the pitch, a breaking ball, misses up and in. Three balls and a strike. Rosario looking for a pitch he can hit hard. As all night long, a big gap in right center and down the right field line. Swing and a miss. A high fastball, strike 2. So a payoff pitch, Rosario digs in. And a 3-2 on the way, outside, ball 4. Eagles have 2 men aboard.
Batting number 20.
That is the first walk issued by Singleton. 2 outs, or 1 out rather, 2 men on. David Cavedo at the plate. Last time up, his only time tonight, hit by a pitch. That was in the 7th. He took over for Tommy Simpson. Stayed in the ball game in right field. First pitch, fastball, taken for a strike. Eagles still leading by 8, 55-47 over Pensacola. They will travel to Laurel, Mississippi tomorrow afternoon to play a South Region game at Southeastern Baptist College. Here's a breaking ball on the outside corner. No balls, 2 strikes. Again, Trinity Baptist men's basketball, number 1 seed at the moment in the South Region. Their final 4 games, including tonight, all South Region games. Here's a breaking ball that dips down a little too much, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hope you're able to join us Tuesday night when the Eagles basketball teams, both women and men, swing and a miss That is out number 2. Both the women and the men will play Trinity College of Florida. We will video stream both those games beginning at 5 p.m. Tuesday, February 12th, and February 14th, the regular season finale, as both the ladies and the gentlemen host Johnson University of Florida in the regular season finale beginning at 5 p.m. Women at 5, men at 7, both Tuesday and Thursday night. All 4 of those games on TBC Eagles on YouTube. 1 ball, no strikes. Eagles down to their final out. Carlos Sanchez, 2 for 3. He's hit the ball hard all 3 times, and he takes a strike. Sanchez tripled and scored in the 3rd. Base hit in the 7th. 2 for 3. 2 men on, and the pitch. Fastball that misses upstairs. I want to thank Tom Murphy, our radio producer, Dean Bureau, our YouTube cameraman. Here's the 2-1. And this one taken at the knees for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Eagles down to their final strike. 2-2 on the way. Strike 3, and that is the ball game. So Singleton ends it with his 4th strikeout of the night. He allowed just a hit and a walk in 2 innings pitched. Aaron Bennett is the winner, 7 innings, 2 runs, both earned, 2 hits, and he struck out 6. Austin Hillier, tonight's player of the game, the starter for the Eagles, 9 strikeouts in 6+ innings. He also allowed just 2 runs, both earned, on only 2 hits. But a big 11-run 7th inning was the difference here tonight as Southern Wesleyan got to the Eagles bullpen. Again, we want to thank everyone for watching on TBC Eagles on YouTube, and all of you listening. Manuel Santana, able to say hello before we check out. Watching from the Dominican Republic, all of you listening on FM 91.7 The Truth and ilovethetruth.com. Back tomorrow afternoon at 12 o'clock on YouTube. I'm Ray Bureau. Good night. God bless you from Trinity Baptist College on The Truth and the Eagles Radio Network.
Jen.